Paddington with a step. Pressured by McDonough. Paddington scores. Taps it up to Malkasian in the circle. Ristati scores.
What's going on, Bruins Nation? Welcome to the first episode of What's Bruin with your hosts EJ Paddington and Luke Malkasian. Luke, how excited are you about this?
Oh, I'm pumped. I mean, this is something we've been wanting to do for a while to, give you guys a little inside scoop of what's going on in Riverside and beyond. We brought in our first guest. This is usually going to be like a players-only podcast. It should be like a conversation, with the three of us, like me, EJ, and whoever our guest is. But we decided to kick it off with the voice of the Austin Bruins himself, Mr. David Coyer. How are we feeling, David?
Can you guys hear me? We can hear me all right?
You just clicked in now, yeah.
Okay, good. I realized that I had a separate pair of headphones up here, so I can actually hear you guys a little better too. But I'm excited to be here. I know you guys have been bugging me about this.
Oh yeah.
To get this going and ask me if I could help with this, and I appreciate being your guys' first guest.
Yeah, we wanted to start off with a bang. So nothing better than the voice of the Austin Bruins.
I feel like people hear my voice too much sometimes.
It's recognizable.
But they love it.
I'm doing I do the coaches show. I do Austin Bruins Insider on Power 96. They hear me twice a weekend. I do goal line to goal line. I do everything. But I appreciate you guys wanting to talk to me first, and I'm excited for this. I'm nervous and excited for this journey that we're starting here today.
Hey, well, this is my first podcast too. So we'll see how this one goes. But I think we were saying it before. We should just flow, not think.
Style and flow.
Exactly.
Coach Chippy.
Shout out. We have a few topics here jot down, but I wanted to start with asking David, about his living situation with our amazing assistant coach Robbie Murray.
Well, everybody on the team, I forgot when you guys found out that we were living together.
Like for me, it had to
3
be a
weeks
few weeks
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've been living with at the same place. So we live with Dale. He's in town. He used to billet some players. Now he's been kind of hosting the assistant coaches the last couple of years, and I've been lucky enough to crash at his place too. It's great place. We love Dale. We have some fun. We have steak nights. Dale will make us pulled pork, or he makes a mean chicken wild rice soup too. So let me tell you, he makes some. I like to cook. Robbie eats out a lot, or he'll have whatever Dale makes, so that's nice. But yeah, I can't believe nobody really knew that Robbie and I lived together. But yeah, Robbie and I, since his first visit to town, which was for camp back in, what was that, July, August or whatever, and then he came back late August, and yeah, we live in the same house. We'll occasionally have movie nights or something like that. Like I said, it's probably similar to what you guys do with your. If you guys, because
we have a lot of movie
we
nights.
have insane movie nights.
Just this past week, we've been watching a lot of former bands, movies, and a little bit of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah. So me, EJ, and Melgren. We just started kind of going through our music movie marathon. So we did Bohemian Rhapsody, which I hadn't seen. We watched that for the first time. That was amazing.
You'd never seen Bohemian Rhapsody?
No.
Yeah, I was bugging him about it.
I wanted to see that in theaters, and I never got to see it in theaters. But because the thing with that movie is I grew up listening to oldies music, so like Queen, Beatles, that sort of stuff, and so I was excited when there was going to be a biopic about Freddie Mercury, and then afterwards, I had people coming up to me, and they're just like, "Oh, I love that song from that movie." I was like, "That's funny. I knew that song like 2 years ago." So Queen is great. Freddie Mercury is great. That was a great movie. Rami Malek winning Best Actor for his portrayal of Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. No, we did that, and then we did Elvis.
I still haven't seen that one.
You need to see Elvis.
I've seen it like 4 times.
That was one I was excited to watch. And I heard it was good. Started watching it on a plane because they had it on the American Airlines app to watch it on a plane, and it kept going in and out, so I didn't get. But I wasn't. First 20 minutes in, I kind of was just like, I'm not.
It takes a bit.
First 20 minutes?
Well, it just kept going in and out.
It's going after the 20 minutes.
It's not like I didn't want to, but it was just kind of like, okay, maybe it was a half hour or something like that. But it was one of those where it was. I love Elvis.
I think it drags on. It's a great movie. It does get a little long at some point.
My dad was a big Elvis guy, so I grew up listening to Elvis, so that's why I was excited for that one.
As soon as he's in his pink suit, and then, he gets heckled from the crowd, and then he goes, "Well, you ain't been to college." I mean, after that, I think it doesn't stop. But then obviously, it's a little bit of a sad ending because I think we all know what happened.
Wait, what happens?
Oh, we don't want to spoil it. You got to watch it.
I mean, if you obviously know about Elvis, I mean, life ended a little early.
Wait, Elvis is dead?
All right.
That's enough, David.
Moving on. David, you ask us all about living in Austin and our favorite parts. I want to know, what's your favorite part about living in Austin? Obviously, it's your first year here, so.
So that's a good question. I like the small town feel. I've never been one who enjoys kind of a big city. I don't mind cities. Like I grew up 20 minutes outside of downtown Milwaukee, so the nice thing where I grew up though was it was a small town feel, but also a bigger city feel.
Yeah.
Fun fact: I don't know if I've said this on any of our shows or anything like that. I'm from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, second largest village in the United.
Milwaukee.
But Menominee Falls is just outside. I tell people Milwaukee because no one knows where Menominee Falls is.
That's like Renzi saying he's from Woodbridge, but he's
true.
Yeah.
I'm from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin. Nobody's heard of it. That's why I say I'm from Milwaukee. Second largest village in the United States.
Really? But it's considered a village?
It's a village. And people's first question is, well, what makes it a village? I don't know.
How many people is it?
I think we're up to 36,000.
Oh, so it's more than Austin.
Yeah, no. So I was from kind of a bigger small town feel. The thing with Austin is it's got this similar feel, but it's not. It's a bit of a drive to get to Rochester or something like that. Where for me it was a 15-20 minute drive to Milwaukee. So that's the only difference. But I grew up in a small town, so I like that small town feel here. And just the ability where everybody kind of knows everybody. I've loved to get to know fans and sponsors, season ticket holders. Your guys' parents, because everyone's parents always come to town a lot. So it's fun getting to know people. I enjoy meeting people. My problem is I meet so many people in a short span of time. I forget everybody's name. I have to know your name 6 different times, but I'm too awkward to ask it the second time. So it's kind of the awkward phase of still trying to get to remember people's names.
Is that why you go up to everybody and introduce yourself, even though you've known us for a while? You forget forget the guys' names too?
No. That I just do because that's what I like to do. I just it's, hey, David Coyer, nice to meet you. I don't know. I do that with people I know, which is funny enough. I should be doing that with people I don't know.
Well, I want to know what EJ's favorite part about Austin is too, other than obviously watching movies with the boys.
Oh, you kind of put me on the spot there. I wasn't thinking about it. But honestly, just coming to the rink with all the guys every day, I think.
Yeah, that's a wholesome answer.
Well, Luke, I don't think when you were on Bruins Insider, did we get to know what your favorite part of Austin was?
That was my turn.
Well, you might have even answered it on your goal line to goal line too.
What did I say?
Probably the same answer everybody said, the fans.
I said I'm not going to say the fans because that's what everyone says.
Because
it's the obvious answer.
That is right. Answer. I do remember that.
I don't remember what I said, but if I had to answer it again, I said something because in Toronto, obviously I'm from a big city, so not all my friends are 5 minutes away from me. Everybody's 15, 20. So I said the fact that everybody's less than a 5-minute drive, or most people are at least. So being able to hang out with the guys and everybody just being a 5-minute drive from home.
We're also we should establish we are recording this during an optional practice, so there are guys out on the ice. So we're getting the authentic noise in the background for this first episode.
I love it though.
Getting the people on the ice.
I think it's good though. It kind of sets the mood. You know what I mean?
It really makes it feel like it's a hockey podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we should take practices off more often and record up here. I don't think Howie would be okay with that though.
No. Just like EJ wanted to be my color commentator, and I said I don't know if Howie would be too happy with him up here instead of on the bench.
I think I would do good though.
Getting assists.
We were
on the bench. On the ice.
We were freestylling the other night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
On the bench?
No,
not on the bench. On the bench we're focused.
No, at the
It was after Saturday night's game.
Yeah, we were just practicing just cuz.
Sure.
I'll shout out an amazing freestyler, is Jackson Riley.
Yeah, Jackson Riley.
He flows.
He flows.
Yeah. He closes his eyes and just flows up when me, Alex, and EJ were kind of just trying to keep up.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think I held my ground for a bit there though.
No, you were pretty good.
Yeah. I was getting better as the night went on.
Yeah.
Well, I want to go back to what we were talking about. Luke, you were saying that you didn't live you didn't grow up where you were just like 5 minutes away from
Yeah.
your friends. So where's it always like, parents had to drive you places, that sort of stuff, or?
I mean, yeah, for the most part, and then obviously when I got my license, I just kind of drove
Sure.
myself. But the thing is with my friend group in Toronto is they are all like 5 minutes away from each other. They all live within like a few intersections, and
Sure.
I'm the one that's like 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
It's like a little weird, but I mean, when I go there, we kind of bounce around from house to house, and it's all like right beside each other.
Were you guys bike? I don't know. Obviously, this isn't to say Canada is like a whole lot different here than the U.S. But I mean, did you guys like ride bikes growing up? That sort of
Yes.
stuff.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, because with my friends, again, Menominee Falls, it's kind of like close enough where everything was a good like 20-minute bike ride from everything. So we would, you'd either walk to your friend's house or you'd bike to your friend's house. So before all of us had our license, it was I would bike 15, 20 minutes across town just to get to my buddy's house, and then you're sweaty and out of
yeah.
breath and all that sort of stuff.
In 2020, riding my
the
bike
COVID
everywhere.
biking.
Oh,
dude.
yes.
The COVID bike phase was that was something else.
Yeah.
I remember biking across Thunder Bay. It was awesome.
I actually have a question for you, David.
I'd hope so. This is a
yeah.
podcast.
Well, it's a podcast, not an interview. So
So it's talking about stuff.
yeah. So I wanted to ask you.
Sure.
I mean, no hard feelings here towards me or EJ, but the question here I have is who's the most exciting player to commentate between us? But I'll change it to between me and you.
Oh,
I'll change it to
Ooh.
who has more exciting moments.
Between you and
Yeah.
you and Luke.
But
I
the
know
thing
the
is-
one on the video.
No, but
Paddington scores. That
but the
one's a
thing is, though,
classic.
our exciting moments probably come together a lot.
True.
They come together. I mean, usually the amount of times I've said on the air where it's like, oh, it's Lorenzo Mulcahy and Paddington. Where have I heard that one before? Because your guys' line produces so much. In terms of exciting moments, again, no hard feelings to you, Luke.
Oh.
You haven't had. Your goals have always come not later in the game. You have a lot of those second period, first period goals.
I agree.
I think if we went back and looked at it, I was going to say you didn't have a third period goal. I was actually just talking about this one on Saturday. You had the game tying goal against Aberdeen.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
you
that
did.
that was
Yeah.
that was probably
that was
one of your
redemption after
most
I took the penalty. So.
that was one of your most exciting goals. But other than that, you don't really have third period
So
goals
you're telling
this
me
season.
I win?
EJ's had the couple where he had the game tire against Watertown to force overtime.
When was that?
That was the first
Our first time in
OT
Watertown.
the OT win against Watertown.
When Beck scored an OT.
Oh.
EJ had the
Are you forgetting about my game time goal in Watertown right here in Riverside Arena on the 5-on-3? Remember that?
No.
game tying
Oh, I do remember that.
5-on-3 play.
back
Yeah.
in November.
Yeah, probably.
Because I was to say that wasn't this weekend.
It was probably, yeah.
I do
I'm
remember.
trying to-
That was a pretty electric goal, David.
Was that the teddy bear toss night?
No. Maybe.
No, Teddy Bear Toss was against.
No, because
It wasn't Watertown.
You didn't have. I was about to.
Was it
No, teddy bear
North
toss was against
Iowa?
Watertown.
Was it really?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
that was when Lip scored the teddy bear toss goal.
Shout out.
Oh
Lip.
yeah.
But,
Shout out, yeah.
It wouldn't. It would have been teddy bear toss night because you guys had that was a three goal first period. You were never close enough. That was a 4-1 game.
Yeah, no,
Friday
Xander
night.
scored like second period, no? He
Yeah,
scored
so
right
you,
here.
So you would have had a 5-on-3 something against Watertown.
Yeah.
Unless it was in Watertown, I don't know.
No, it was
Yeah.
here, but that was a pretty electric goal.
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest. No, I don't remember
What?
that. I don't remember
Oh,
that.
I remember it now.
Yeah, you remember
You were
it.
coming down the wing
Oh yes.
and short side.
The short- yes.
side.
That was St. Cloud. That was not this
Oh,
goal.
No,
You guys are both thinking of the wrong game.
no, yeah, he had me thinking about your shorthand.
Okay.
goal.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was also pretty electric,
that was
too, I
that was an
guess.
electrical. I will say
Yeah,
that one
yeah.
was fun.
All right, hey,
EJ hasn't had a
David,
shorthand
we need to
goal
stop
yet.
talking about Luke's goals. His head's not going to fit out of the door.
I will say EJ probably has more electric goals.
Fair enough. Good job,
Take
EJ.
it. I mean, I actually got a fun fact for you.
Fun fact. I love fun facts.
Did you know that Luke and Renzi played against me in midget?
I thought you were going to say, did you know that Luke and Renzi played with each other? And
U18,
I was
you
going
mean?
to probably backhand you or something. Like, yeah.
No, I played
I've-
against them.
The amount of times I've buried that story into the ground this season.
Oh, really?
If our fans don't know that Luke and Renzi played with each other, then, then no one's been paying
Yeah, see-
attention at this point.
No, but
I didn't know you guys played against each other.
Yeah,
in
for
midget.
1 year.
That's-
Yeah, because we played, like, my Thunder Bay Kings team played in the GTHL, and I think we finished third that year.
I don't even remember.
I mean, we finished higher than you guys, I think.
What?
Oh, we finished third.
No, we finished no, I think we finished third.
No.
Or we finished second maybe.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
And then I think we got upset in the second round. Yeah, that's okay.
Alrighty.
I was
That's
gonna
a fun
say,
fact. I
yeah,
will use
yeah,
that now.
No, I
Use
saw
that one.
something. I had a memory pop up on my phone, like from that year, like a few years ago, and it was just a clip of like just one of my teammates getting kind of smoked. Like it was a big hit. So we just clipped it because it was kind of funny, and then you can see it's like right by the Thunder Bay bench, and you just see like 23 Paddington. I'm like, oh wait, that's EJ.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Small world.
You were chirping me for being on the bench. You left that part out.
Wait, I did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sometimes you gotta, if you're not on the ice, you gotta take a chirp here and there.
I mean,
I'm a good sport about
You
it.
guys chirp me all the time.
what?
What fans don't understand is when I hit the bus with you guys or when I'm around you guys all the time, I get chirped.
What?
Not really. A little bit.
I don't know. I get not a whole lot, not brutal, but I'll get chirped here and there from you guys. Not you guys specifically, but the team.
It's all love. It's all love.
I know. I love it. That's what I missed.
No, because you're one of the boys.
I missed working in like full time, being a full time broadcaster, because, and that was a big reason why I was excited to come here, was because it meant I got to be back on the road, and I got to travel because I like traveling. It makes, not only does it help you follow the team better, so I know all the stories, what's the happenings, that sort of stuff. Helps me connect with you guys more, where you guys, then share a little bit more that I get to share with the fans, and it's just it's a fun time. Those road trips are where you really get to create some of those memories and stuff like that.
Well,
and so that's what I've enjoyed every second of traveling with you guys, with the team this year, especially on the when you're winning, you're getting a point in 21 straight games. That's pretty fun. Obviously, the month of October, those road trips weren't as enjoyable, but
Yeah, well, I mean, as a commentator, you must have had someone to look up to, like moving up in your career.
I have some influences, and actually, it's this. You're proud of that one, aren't you?
That was a good transition.
Oh, he
That was
loved that
smooth
transition. He gave a little bit of a sly smile. No, it's funny you say that, because last week actually it was kind of I had a rough Thursday, because I got into broadcasting because of Bob Uecker, Milwaukee Brewers broadcaster for over 50 years, the voice of summers in Milwaukee, and I grew up.
I just saw that on your Instagram
Yeah,
story.
I grew up listening to him during the summers on the radio, and it was one summer when I was in high school where it was just like, oh, I get to. He talks about sports for a living, and he gets paid to do that. Like I want to do that, and so that's when I made the decision. I want to broadcast sports, specifically baseball and
WWE.
I would love to broadcast WWE, but yeah. So Bob Uecker, he passed away Thursday. So that was a heartbreak all across Wisconsin for that, because he was the voice of everybody's summers in Wisconsin. So next season will be weird, but I like him. Matt LePay, who's the football and basketball voice for the Wisconsin Badgers. He was the voice of my falls. We would do chores outside, raking leaves, that sort of stuff. Listen to him. Love Kenny Albert, who he basically is the only broadcaster who consistently broadcasts all Big Four sports. He's the voice of the NHL on
Shout out Gus
TNT.
Albert.
Albert.
Oh.
Not Albert.
Come on.
Albert. No, if you ever watched NHL on TNT, it's usually Kenny Albert's the guy who.
Yeah, we don't get
We,
much
we don't get
TNT.
TNT in
That's
Canada.
that's fair. I know. I just said if. But no, I love him. Trying to think if there's anybody else. I mean, Brian Anderson, who's the current TV voice of the Brewers, who also does basketball and baseball for Turner Sports and all that sort of stuff. So.
And since we're on the topic of broadcasting, and I see right in front of you have a million buttons on that board, and it reminded me of a DJ board, and I was asking, do you know how to DJ?
Do I know it? Not in the slightest.
No.
You should see Luke's new
Well,
contraption.
yeah, exactly, yeah. So, I wanted to let the fans know if anybody needs, kind of a DJ.
Yeah,
for
Luke's
parties
your
and
guy,
stuff.
100%.
We already
I'm
have
gonna be a seasoned pro.
We already have a DJ for the Black and Gold Gala, but would you ask them if you could maybe step in for a little bit and try and throw some stuff down?
How soon is that again?
That's on Hey, great transition. Thanks. We got some product placement here. Black and Gold Gala, February the 6th at the Austin Bruin or at the Austin Country Club.
You see, I might need a little more practice.
We're gonna need those. We're gonna need those facts from when David Coyer's not our guest.
Oh, true.
Proceeds benefit the Hormel Institute Cancer Research over there. Tickets $100. Sponsorships starting at $500. You can donate seats to table, anything. Reach out 507-434-4978 for more details, followed by Paint the Rink Pink.
Wow.
On February the 8th. Tickets.austinbruins.com.
That felt like an ad break in like a YouTube video. That was amazing.
Sponsored by the Austin Bruins.
That was good, though. That was good to put that in there.
It's like it's my job. You know,
I might need a little more practice before that, though, so maybe
hold
off on the
getting back to the DJing, that night we were freestyling. Luke brought his DJ board, and he had just got it. He was practicing, and he was pretty good. He was getting better as it went on.
Thanks, CJ.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
When do the fans get to witness it?
Give him a couple more weeks.
Yeah,
maybe.
I gotta get good first. You know,
like he's not bad for just getting it, but there's still room for improvement, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's anything.
Of course,
you can always get better.
I gotta shout out DJ Haria for the inspiration. That's my buddy. It's his unofficial DJ name, but shout out to him.
We're giving shout outs left and right here. We love that.
Yeah.
It's your guys' podcast, though, so you guys get to shout out whoever you want.
Yeah, might as well.
Shout out our next guest. Which
we can't.
We're not going to spoil.
We're not releasing it yet.
You can't spoil next guest. Okay. You can maybe tease next guest.
Yeah, we'll tease it. It's going to be.
He's a player.
It's going to be a player.
I guess I have a question for you. I don't mean to hijack your guys' podcast.
You
guys kind of talked about it, and I think the reason that you guys approached me about this, and I asked you guys what your plan was, but you said you basically wanted a player podcast, a podcast about the Bruins from a player's perspective. So you guys obviously start out with me. I appreciate that, but it's going to be you guys kind of talking with the players and kind of having more of a casual teammate conversation. Is that the plan?
Yeah. I mean, think of it as we put a mic on all three of us and we have a normal day, but it's a 20-minute snippet of it. It's just us talking, having a good time, Love that. I'm sure the fans will love that. I don't think there's anything like this around the Knoll, let alone probably junior hockey period. So,
I mean, yeah, we kind of were joking about it at first, and then we thought about it. We're like, okay, well, this is something maybe we could actually do.
Well, and then you guys jokingly asked me. I think weren't we on the road when you guys asked me first?
Yeah, we asked you as like a joke just to see what you'd say, and you were like, yeah, let's do it. And me and Luke looked at each other. We're like, oh, all right.
And then if we had a real team practice today and we were all on the ice, we probably would not be recording this right now, or maybe even this week, but.
That was probably beginning-ish of December, so you guys had to have asked me about that in St. Cloud or Forest Lake or something like that.
Yeah, no, that was a while ago for sure.
And I told you guys to come with me with a plan, and you did, and then
took a while for the plan, but we got there.
Hey, Rome wasn't built in a day.
I used that in a text today, actually. My dad was ripping on me. Yeah, no. I'm in a fantasy league, a keeper league with my dad, and they were talking about the buy-ins, and my dad was like, I'll take EJ's, even though he's in last place. And my team's a rebuilding team. I inherited the team. So I said, well, Rome wasn't built in a day. I'm in a rebuilding team.
Wait.
So that's twice in one day.
There you go.
EJ, you're in last place. Do you have to do a fantasy football punishment?
No, this is hockey.
You have to do a fantasy hockey punishment?
No, because this is it's like a league with my dad and some of his buddies.
So they're not going to make you do anything?
No punishment?
No.
Oh, I would have liked to see
That's
that.
a bummer.
Well, I actually have one more thing I was actually meaning to ask, because I'm facing the big screen right now in the rink, and I wanted to ask you about the intro video. See, it's something that's been on my mind all year, and I want to know,
There's this cool snippet for the fans. I want them to know. There's a cool snippet of Luke and I that we did on Media Day, and we've been getting on David about putting it in there, and it just hasn't happened.
So I'm going to be honest. Well, I'll let you guys set up what it is, and that's because we can't just let the fans be sitting in wonderment of what it is. So
I mean, it's a pretty electric couple-second snippet of me and EJ with a beautiful chest bump.
Yeah.
With a chest bump.
So
on Media Day, back in, what did that have to be? That probably was
October?
That was the end of September, because it was right before the home opener in October.
Okay.
we did media day, and I basically did we did the shot from the back, we did the head raising for when the name went up, and then I basically told everybody,
do a celly or something.
We got a celly because then it's just something that go in between. And for fans who have come here and they've seen the starters, they've seen what I'm talking about. Well, EJ and Luke, instead of just doing stuff on their own, they're just like, well, let's do a chest bump. It's like, I'm not going to say no. Maybe I'll use that at some point.
It was pretty cool.
It was electric. It was great. It was cool because we had to do it like 3 times because there was something wrong about it each time. But we still have something. But it's I just haven't had a place to use it. Like,
no, it's okay. I think some fans would love to see it eventually. So at some point before the end of the season, maybe slide it in there.
We can. I mean, yeah, absolutely. We'll definitely do some. I'll have to get it somewhere where we have the chest bump going.
Or maybe, you know what? Actually, this is a good idea. On game day on Friday, maybe use like the snippet of us chest bumping, post on Instagram, and say me right now because it's game day.
Or almost game day.
Oh yeah, almost game day, like that type of thing. That'd be cool.
Or that thing on Friday.
I
know.
See, we're just giving you ideas.
These are
now.
great ideas.
Awesome.
I love feedback. I love getting to hear that sort of stuff. But no, that's not what I thought you were going to ask me about in terms of pregame.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were going to get mad. So I can tell this story. EJ and Luke were prominently featured in the original hype video before the game.
Wait, I was? I don't think
well,
I was.
maybe you've always been in it. You
Yeah,
have your
with
head
the
raising,
head
but you're
raising.
mad that you're not more prominent.
Exactly.
EJ was prominently featured.
EJ was in there. Paddington scored.
He had his goal from the showcase, and so once we got kind of midway through the season, I'm just like, okay, I'll update some of these clips, and then we did Bynes and Huey's media day, and so I got Bynes and Huey in there, and then we had to switch up some clips.
It was kind of just a superstition thing, that like the switch up. It was just like before the game, it just kind of messed with us for a second. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Luke always like said the same things to me, like over by our dressing room there. So,
I mean, how many home games did you guys lose in December?
0.
Correct.
Oh, nice. EJ.
So
Thanks.
I mean, didn't throw you guys off too much.
No, but it was like just a little tweak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was
an adjustment.
Sometimes tweaks happen.
Tweaker.
You know,
Yeah.
sometimes we think of the fans. You know, my mindset is thinking of the fans. I have to think of the fans and you guys and myself, and usually I put myself last.
Well, you don't always have to do that.
I know,
So
but
you
I
can
think,
put yourself
You're
above.
so
but I think about you guys and the fans because that's what means the
That
most
means
to
a
me.
lot.
Oh.
That means a lot, and I'm sure the fans would love that too.
And I have something here before we wrap up. It's a little thing we're going to do at the end of each episode, and it's going to be a little trivia.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So
I love trivia.
It'll be different topics every time. We're going to start with hockey, but maybe some other times.
Hockey trivia, I'm probably the weakest at, but
Yeah, this is
I'm
like NHL trivia.
if
Some
you
like
g-
history.
I could have brought you guys my WWE trivia game.
Oh,
you
I
could have
would-
gone through
you would have
like
gone.
Oh no.
you guys could
I
have
would've-
gone through like 9 questions. I would have gone 9 for 9.
You probably
The
would.
only thing
I
I would've-
don't think I would know
yeah.
a thing.
Good.
Do you
I'm
know,
not a big
wait,
WWE
actually,
guy.
before we start quickly, I got a question for you that I don't know the answer to.
Sure.
What does RKO stand for?
Randall Keith Orton.
Oh, it's just his name?
It's his
You ever heard the Randy Orton walkout song?
voices.
Yeah.
Or Burn in My Light.
Voices.
Burn in My Light was his OG, and that is arguably better than
Wait,
Voices.
so his signature move
I
is
love
just his name?
Voices.
So it's an RKO. So it's called a cutter. That's what the move is called, is a cutter. He actually got permission from WWE Hall of Famer Diamond Dallas Page, who used a cutter as his finisher. He made it famous in WCW, but then Randy started using it. The cutter actually wasn't Randy's original finisher, so the RKO wasn't his original finisher. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what it was, but then he turned it into it, and then it was the RKO, and it's just that's his initials, is RKO Randall Keith Orton.
I hear voices in my head.
So what do you think
they
about,
talk to
just
me.
quickly, what do you think about Logan the Maverick Paul in the WWE?
I think he is talented.
He is.
I think he's not the best talker. I think it's kind of cringe to hear him talk. When he first came in, no one was excited for him to be there. It was just, WWE uses him to get a different audience in there because obviously he's got such a huge social following. then when he actually wrestled, it's like, oh, this
He actually did good, didn't
this guy is actually like really okay. And then
Yeah.
then they kind of started using him in different ways where it was just like, okay, we're not a fan of that as much. He's still, I don't think he's had a bad match, but like he became United States champion and he defended it like twice, and it was just like, why are you U.S. champ? Like it made the title stale a little bit,
Yeah.
and that wasn't fun. So now he took a bit of hiatus. People thought he was done, but then with the Raw move to Netflix, he was actually announced as a new member of the Raw roster. He hasn't come back officially yet, but he'll probably be back for like WrestleMania or be in the Royal Rumble or something like that. It's fine. I understand why WWE has him around because it gets him a different audience, gets new eyes on wrestling, and I love that. But we're not here to talk about wrestling. We're here to do hockey trivia, right?
Yeah.
Did you hold on? Did you see the fight yesterday between Matt Rempe and Arbor Jackai?
You just
Heavyweight
spoke a
tilt.
foreign language.
Okay, Luke, did you see it?
How was that a foreign language? I know that.
No, those are two NHLers.
Yeah.
Matt
It was
Rempe
an NHL fight.
of the New York
Oh.
Rangers,
No,
Arbor
I didn't.
Jackai of my beloved Montreal Canadiens. Yeah,
No,
it was a good tilt.
All right.
Did you see the tilt with Cole Ward down in the USHL?
Tri-City.
I did see that. Yeah,
Beautiful.
I didn't realize it was Robbie was talking to me about it, and I didn't realize it was against Owen Dyer, former Wichita Falls Warrior, who I called a couple of his scraps when I was down in Wichita.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I know
That's
OD.
kinda cool.
So,
Yeah.
well, unfortunately, Cole Ward won that fight. So.
well, no, I
No, that's
good for
good.
Wardo. It
Good
was
for
good.
Wardo.
Oh, unfortunately
I
for
miss
the Wichita
Wardo.
Falls.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I,
No,
I'm
fortunate for us though.
I
Cole
miss
Ward.
I miss Wardo.
I miss Wardo
He
too.
joined my IG live on Friday when I went live near the end of the game.
Oh, really?
And he said, yeah. So shout out Cole Ward,
Wardo,
Shout
if you're
out
watching
Cole
this,
Ward.
my
I
bus
miss you.
buddy who's no longer with us.
Yeah. No, we.
No longer with the Bruins.
Yeah,
He's still here.
Come on, throw people off there. Okay, so for trivia, I was thinking 5 questions, so
Okay.
there has to be a winner.
We just shout in the outro.
Is it between me and EJ?
It's gonna be you and EJ, and then
Oh
next,
gosh,
and then
this is an actual. I thought it was just asking me questions. I didn't realize I was
Oh, this is a
competing.
competition.
and then next episode it'll be like
So
EJ
this-
asking me and the guests.
So this is like my Christmas trivia tournament.
Yeah.
Is that what this is?
yeah, but
revenge
it's not
for?
a one-game elimination.
Well, I don't know
like
if
you did
it's
to me
revenge.
that I was out in 3 seconds.
You literally
I kind
were
of got
staring at my answer sheet and still didn't answer.
That was Evan.
No, you were. Evan was staring straight at the screen.
I got
I
got Seward.
You, Willie, and
Didn't you
someone else were literally staring at my answer sheet a couple times, and I didn't notice until I was editing the video.
Well, I had no clue what you were talking about with the Polar Express question. So
No, I
So
got
it
Seward.
doesn't sound like it's my fault.
I said the answer, but I didn't
Okay.
tap my hand fast enough. So
all right. Okay,
Here we go.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Wait, how are we gonna do this? You want to like tap the table or
no, I just
this
shout it
first
out.
one to say
Just
it?
shout
Just,
it out.
yeah,
Okay,
just
okay,
shout
okay.
it out.
Who was the first NHL player to score 50 goals in a season?
Maurice Rocket-Richard.
No.
Gordie Howe.
No. Come on, guys.
I told you I don't have hockey trivia.
Guys, the answer is Wayne Gretzky
What?
in 81-82.
I see. I felt like that was too easy of an answer.
No, that's not true. I don't think it is.
Okay, I don't know if I'm on a false hockey trivia website.
Yeah, people asked me if I fact checked it, and I know I fact checked.
Oh
it.
wait, this says this accomplishment has only been equaled by Mario Lemieux and Brett Hull since.
Okay, since though, but the question was first. Who was the first person?
No,
So
there's
it's
a
still-
lot more since.
No, but there's been a lot more 50 goal scorers.
Okay.
Yes,
you
but
gotta
that's
find
what-
a new
but the
website
question,
here.
But the question was who scored it? Who did it first? That was the question.
Yeah. Who
So
did
we
it
got it.
first?
We're good. That's no, EJ.
We're
We're
good.
good.
We're
We're
good. Hold on.
stupid.
No, EJ, we're good.
EJ, we're stupid.
EJ,
Come on, here we go.
EJ, we have it.
We are.
EJ, we have it.
This 15-minute episode has been a 2-parter already. We're at 32 minutes.
Oh, so we can do 30-minute episodes. But we gotta kind of wrap it up. EJ, off your
Yeah,
phone
I got
now.
you. I'm ready.
Don't make me
I'm
say
ready.
it again.
He's cheating. He's
No,
on
hold
his
on.
phone.
I just want to get my facts right. Maurice Richard scored 50 goals.
In where? What year?
50 goals in 50 games.
What year?
1944, 1945.
Oh, okay. So this one. That one was wrong. But these are right. These
We'll
are
give a
right.
point to EJ. We got a point to EJ.
Thank you. I just needed to.
Okay.
I just need to rest my case.
Hey,
All
we're
right.
good. We're good.
Where is the Hockey Hall of Fame located?
Toronto, Ontario.
Okay.
Houston, Texas.
Wait, did you not know that?
No, I knew it was somewhere up there, and I was gonna say Toronto, but I wasn't quick enough.
Oh. Okay. What is the longest unbeaten streak recorded by an NHL team?
Ooh.
So do we have to guess the amount of games or the team?
No, the team.
Detroit Red Wings,
Wrong.
Pittsburgh Penguins.
Wrong.
Montreal Canadiens.
Wrong.
Dang it.
All right. What was it?
Philadelphia Flyers.
Oh,
Ooh.
that
Was that in the 70s?
No,
that wouldn't
80,
have been.
79 to 80.
79.
People
80?
aren't going to trust me on these broadcasts anymore because I don't know my NHL trivia.
That's okay.
If you start asking me
Bruins trivia.
if you start asking me baseball trivia, I got you. I can list the last 30-year World Series winners.
I could.
Okay, you know what? For the next couple questions, I can think of one from Austin Bruins' year.
Okay, from this year?
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. That'll be fun.
Okay, so wait, what's the score right now? It's still
2-0.
2-0,
2-0,
EJ?
yeah.
So you got to get this one, David.
I do.
Who scored the first goal of the season?
Connor
Connor
Beckwith.
Beckwith. Oh,
David Corey stays alive.
That was his first goal of his career, too.
it was.
Beautiful. Okay, hold on. I got to pull up an NHL one because I can't think right now.
Oh, come on.
Okay, hold on.
This guy's
I'll
not on
think.
it.
No, I'll
The
think.
Bruins
I'll
ones,
think.
I can get the Bruins.
He's
ones.
not on it.
Okay. Who scored the first goal of the preseason?
Oh, Gustav Santason.
Wrong.
What?
Luke Mulcahy.
No, you didn't score a preseason
Wrong.
goal.
Yes, I did.
Did
Come
you?
on, David.
It's
I had 4.
preseason was so long ago.
Alex Lorenza.
Correct.
Yes.
Of the preseason? Oh, are we talking about? We're talking about
In our
the
scrimmage?
We're talking. See, I was thinking like official preseason, like against the Wilderness.
Okay, did Gus score the first one of that one?
I'm 90% sure.
Okay,
Gus.
so if that's official preseason, David gets the point.
Okay, that you need to be more
that one,
specific here.
that's a gray area one. That's
Yeah.
so we're still
Okay,
2-1.
okay.
That's still 2-1 because I forgot about the
You
scrimmages.
should have pre.
I wasn't broadcasting the scrimmages. I didn't broadcast the USHL
Okay.
scrimmages. Great
Who
radio.
Who got into the first fight of the year on the Austin
Tyler
Bruins?
Tyler
Shaver.
Shaver. Dang it. Yeah, he got that one. He was fast.
Wait, so did EJ win there?
I'm up.
I'm trying to think
Yeah, you
preseason.
won.
No, but regular
3-1?
season, Tyler Shaver.
Yeah, you
can
won.
you
You got the
can you
3.
tell me what game it was in?
It was in the showcase.
Can you tell me what game it was
It
in?
was against no, not Elmira. Who did we play the second game?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. It was against New Hampshire.
I got one more question.
Willie
just
got
for fun.
it. Willie's up here in the press box. Willie got
Somebody's
it.
flicking me in the back of the head. I
It's
don't
Evan.
like that.
It's Evan.
Of course it is.
Final question here.
Final question for fun, but EJ got the W because he was at 3
Yeah.
points.
Because I don't know NHL trivia.
What was the score in the New Mexico Ice Wolves game in the showcase?
2-1
overtime.
That was a tie.
We both said overtime too. That was great.
Yeah, that was
Nathan
good.
Williams.
Hey, I got a trivia question. You should tell him.
Oh my God. Celebrity appearance by Nathan
Who
Williams.
was Nathan Williams' first fight against? Ask him.
I mean, I think they heard it, did they?
I heard fight again. Who
Okay.
was first fight against?
Nathan Williams' question is, who was Nathan Williams' fight against?
Did you
This-
fight?
Only fight last year.
Oh, last
Well,
year.
I
Oh,
would know
I wasn't.
this.
We weren't here last year.
I know, it was
You
Will
guys have to
Diamond.
know. You guys have to know.
Was it Will Diamond?
In practice, yes.
Oh, it was in practice.
No
How did
way.
I get that?
Like, I didn't fight back, but it's
Oh man.
I didn't know
I
you
didn't-
were
I
a
didn't-
big fighter.
not.
No, I didn't.
Willie's
think
a
so.
softie.
Willie is a softie.
Aw.
He's a kind-hearted soul. He would never. hurt
Willie would
anyone.
never hurt anybody.
All right. Well, hey, David, that's all we got for you today.
That's all we got. Well, guys, thanks for having me out. This was fun. This is
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, great
first
idea.
episode.
Great idea, Luke.
Awesome. I'm so excited for the next one.
Yeah.
Hopefully we have some fun with the next guy, and hopefully, you guys. I told you guys, you got to let your personalities out. You guys are funny guys, and I
Thank
don't
you.
know if people. With my interviews, I feel people take it way too seriously. I try and get your guys' personalities out on
Yeah.
when we do those radio interviews and stuff like that. But now,
And
since I'm
everybody's
not,
intimidated by you
I hope why I'm not an
because you're
intern.
a giant. You're a
Jeez.
tall basketball player.
I don't know.
I will tell you that if you draft me first on your basketball team, that's a waste of a draft.
You
pick.
Ever
played
played
football,
2K?
didn't you?
You're like a paint beast.
I
Like,
ju-
you
see
can't
people
be
are
touched in
people
the
are
paint.
just like, oh, at least you can rebound. That's actually the worst part of my game. I have no move. I can't move to save my life.
Can
I
you like
can't.
post? You have a good post game.
No. Like that's the thing. I can.
So you're like a 60 overall.
That might be
Dude.
might be giving me too much
Dude,
benefit.
No, that's
You
what
don't
you start
gotta.
at.
You don't gotta tear him down.
Oh no, I tear myself down. People don't, people
See, I
don't
didn't tear him
understand.
down. He
People
tore
don't
himself
understand how bad at basketball I am. There's
you know what?
occasionally where I'll have what I call my Larry Bird games,
Yeah.
where I'm just unstoppable.
I'm actually reading a book right now. It's about positive mindset. I'm serious. The first chapter was about like believing things and making them happen.
I was once called the
isn't that-
least athletic person my coach had ever seen by a
That's-
football coach in high
isn't
school.
that like
That's
a
just
lot of
not
that?
very nice.
There's a reason that I talk about sports now and I don't play them anymore. I was pretty good at throwing discus. That's I could throw a disc. My PR in discus was 132 feet.
yeah.
And I don't know what that is in meters. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, we're Canadians, so we don't. We use the metric system.
Exactly.
I mean, so did the rest of the world.
That's
It,
true.
it does. It does. And that's I don't understand that
that's
either.
what- that's
This
what
is a
makes
fun
America
wrap up.
so
we
great.
got derailed on the wrap
Yeah,
up itself.
seriously.
'Cause you guys set up your next
Yeah,
episode.
no, I got this. Well,
Break
Bruins
us down,
Nation.
EJ. He's on 3, family on 6.
Yeah, well, we can do that after. But Bruins Nation, thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for episode 2 with another surprise guest, another one of your Austin Bruins. Thank you, and have a good rest of your day.
Break us
Bees
down.
on 3, family on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Bees.
4, 5, 6.